Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast, where we help you learn English in a relaxed, natural way. I'm Emily, and today is special because we're not in the studio. We're actually sitting inside a small, cozy restaurant. The smell of coffee is everywhere. The music is soft, and the atmosphere feels perfect for learning.
Hi everyone, I'm David, and yes, we're really recording this episode inside a restaurant. We wanted you to feel like you're sitting right here with us. You'll hear real sounds, real conversations, and real English that people use at restaurants every day.
Exactly. Today's episode will help you learn everything you need for eating at a restaurant, making a reservation, ordering food, asking questions about the menu, talking to the waiter, paying the bill, all the useful expressions you can use in real life.
And we're going to do it in a very calm and simple way. No stress. Just imagine you're sitting with us, having a warm drink and listening to us talk in English.
Right. So we're here at the Maple Leaf Cafe. It's a small, casual restaurant. Nothing too fancy, just comfortable and friendly.
And we already checked in with the host at the front. Actually, that's a good place to start. Emily, what did you say when we arrived?
When we walked in, I said, "Hi, a table for two, please." It's a very simple and very common sentence. When you enter a restaurant and want a table, you just say, "A table for two, please." Or you can change the number. A table for one, a table for three, a table for four, and so on.
Yes, and if you made a reservation earlier, you can say, "Hi, we have a reservation under Emily," or "We have a reservation for 2 at 1 p.m."
That's right. Very calm, simple English. And the host usually answers something like, "Sure, right this way," or "Please follow me."
That's exactly what happened when we arrived. And now we're sitting at this little wooden table with 2 menus in front of us. Speaking of menus, let's begin with something very important: how to talk about the menu in English.
David, when you sit down in a restaurant, what's the first thing you usually say?
Usually I say, "Can I see the menu, please?" But most of the time the menu is already on the table, like it is today.
Yes, but that sentence is very useful. "Can I see the menu, please?" It's polite, simple, and very natural.
And if you want to ask for the drinks menu, you can say, "Can I see the drinks menu?" Or, "Do you have a drinks menu?"
Great. Now, let's pretend we're looking at this menu for the first time. What do you usually look for first?
Honestly, the drinks. I always want to know if they have good coffee or tea. Today I see they have cappuccino, latte, espresso, green tea, and even iced drinks.
Same here. And look, they also have fresh juices. When you want to ask the waiter a question about drinks, you can say, "What do you recommend?" Or, "What's popular here?"
Yes, that's one of the most natural sentences you can use. What do you recommend? Waiters hear this all the time, and it makes your life easier because they will tell you their best items.
And if you want something without caffeine, you can ask, "Do you have any caffeine-free drinks?" Or, "Is this drink caffeinated?"
Good one. And if you don't understand something on the menu, you can simply say, "What is this?" Or, "Can you explain this dish?" Very simple English. No need for long, complicated sentences.
A lot of learners worry about this. They want to ask what's inside a dish but don't know how. So here are a few very common expressions. What's in this dish? Does this contain meat? Is this vegetarian? Is this spicy?
That last one is very useful. I always ask, "Is it spicy?" Because sometimes a dish looks very simple, but when you taste it, boom, it's super spicy.
Yes, I remember that time you ordered the chili noodles.
Oh no, don't remind me. I almost cried in the restaurant. And the waiter said, "It's a little spicy." A little? My mouth was on fire.
So if you don't want anything spicy, you can say, "I prefer something mild." Mild means not spicy.
Yes, or you can say, not too spicy, please.
All right. Imagine the waiter comes to the table and asks, "Are you ready to order?" What can you say?
Here are the most natural answers. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'd like the chicken sandwich, please. Can I have the tomato soup? I'll have the salad, please.
That's great. Notice that we use "I'd like" or "I'll have." These are very polite and common.
Yes, and they're easier than I want. Instead of saying I want the pasta, say I'd like the pasta. It sounds much nicer.
Exactly. Also, when you want to order a drink, you can say, "Can I get a latte, please?" Or "I'd like a glass of orange juice."
And if you need more time, you can say, can we have a few more minutes? This is one of the most useful restaurant sentences ever.
Yes, waiters always understand this sentence. Asking for recommendations is a very natural part of ordering food. David, how do you usually ask?
Usually I say, what do you recommend? Or what's your most popular dish?
Good. And the waiter might answer, "The grilled chicken is very popular," or "People really like the pasta here."
Then you can reply, okay, I'll try that. Simple and natural.
Sometimes you want something a little different from the menu, like no salt, no sugar, or extra sauce. How do we say that?
Here are the most common phrases. Can I have it without cheese? Can you make it less salty? Can I have the dressing on the side? Can I have extra sauce?
Yes, and if you have allergies, it's important to say, "I'm allergic to nuts. I can't eat dairy."
Always speak clearly if you have allergies. Restaurants take that very seriously.
So now imagine we've placed our order. The waiter has walked away. What do people usually talk about while waiting?
Usually everything except the food. But for English learners, this is a good moment to practice small talk.
Yes, small talk is very important in English. You can talk about the weather, your day, your plans, something interesting you saw, or the restaurant itself.
For example, right now, the cafe is quiet, the lights are warm, and the smell of baked bread is amazing.
Yes, it's very cozy, and you can use simple sentences to describe it. This place is nice. It feels comfortable here. I like the atmosphere. The music is relaxing. And if the restaurant is noisy, you can say, "It's a bit loud in here." Now we have finished eating. The plates are empty. What do we say when we want to pay?
You can say, can we have the bill, please? Could I get the check, please?
In American English, people say check. In British English, people say bill.
Exactly. Both are correct.
And if you want to pay separately, you can say, "Can we pay separately?" Or, "Can we split the bill?"
Splitting the bill is very common.
When you leave, the waiter often says, "Have a great day," or "Thanks for coming."
And we can reply, thank you. Everything was wonderful. Have a nice day.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope you enjoyed sitting with us in this cozy restaurant and learning all the English you need for eating out with confidence.
Yes, and remember, learning English is just like being in a restaurant. You don't have to rush. Take your time, enjoy the process, and try new things. Every new phrase you learn is like trying a new dish. It makes the experience richer.
Exactly. And if today's episode helped you, even a little, we'd really appreciate it if you could support us.
Right. If you enjoyed learning with us, don't forget to follow the podcast and subscribe to our channel.
It helps more learners find us, and it motivates us to create more helpful, relaxed English lessons for you every week.
And if you want to stay connected, make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We're proud of you, truly. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself.
Take care, everyone. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye for now.